Just like we take off old clothes and put on new ones, the soul leaves old bodies and moves into new ones. This ancient verse tells us something very important. It's a truth that's always been true, no matter the time, place, or what people believe. We are not just our bodies, we are eternal souls on a journey through many lives. This idea, a big part of the Bhagavad Gita, helps us understand life and death. It tells us death isn't the end, it's just a change, like taking off old clothes for new ones. The Bhagavad Gita uses big words to describe the soul, imperishable, eternal, unborn, and immutable. These profound terms are not just poetic expressions, they carry deep philosophical meanings that have been contemplated by sages and scholars for centuries. The soul, or Atman, as referred to in Sanskrit, is considered the true essence of our being, beyond the physical and mental layers that we often identify with. These words mean a lot. They help us see beyond our temporary bodies. When we understand these concepts, we start to see life from a different perspective. We realize that our physical form is just a vessel, a temporary abode for something much more profound and enduring. This realization can bring a sense of peace and purpose, knowing that our true self is beyond the reach of time and decay. Imperishable means the soul can't be destroyed. It lives on forever. No matter what happens to our bodies, the soul remains untouched. This concept is comforting, especially in times of loss or change. It assures us that there is a part of us that is beyond harm, beyond destruction. The soul's imperishability is a testament to its divine nature, a spark of the eternal flame that never goes out. Eternal means the soul is timeless. It has always been and always will be. This timelessness connects us to the past, present, and future in a way that transcends our limited understanding of time. The soul's eternal nature is a reminder that we are part of a larger, infinite continuum. It invites us to live with a sense of timelessness, appreciating each moment as part of an endless journey. Unborn means the soul wasn't created when we were born. It was here before and will be here after our bodies are gone. This idea challenges our conventional notions of birth and death. It suggests that life is a continuous cycle, with the soul moving through different forms and experiences. Understanding this can help us embrace the changes and transitions in life with grace and acceptance. Immutable means the soul never changes. It stays pure no matter what happens in life. This unchanging nature of the soul is a source of strength and stability. In a world that is constantly changing, the soul's immutability is a reminder of our true, unalterable essence. It encourages us to look within and find the unchanging core of our being, the part of us that remains steady amidst life's ups and downs. These four words together show us what the soul really is. They offer a profound understanding of our true nature, beyond the physical and mental realms. By contemplating these concepts, we can gain a deeper insight into the essence of our being and the eternal journey of the soul. This wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita invites us to live with awareness, purpose, and a sense of connection to the timeless, imperishable essence within us. The Bhagavad Gita, one of the most revered texts in Hindu philosophy, unfolds on the vast and ancient battlefield of Kurukshetra. This is not just any battlefield. It is a symbolic ground where the forces of good and evil, duty and desire, clash in a timeless struggle. Arjuna, a valiant warrior and prince, stands at the center of this conflict. He is faced with an agonizing decision that will determine the fate of his family and his kingdom. The dilemma is heart-wrenching. He must fight against his own kin, his beloved family members, who are on the opposing side. The emotional turmoil is palpable as he grapples with the prospect of causing harm to those he loves. Overwhelmed by sorrow and confusion, Arjuna turns to his charioteer Krishna for guidance. He is desperate for wisdom, for a way to navigate this moral and emotional quagmire. But Krishna is no ordinary charioteer. He is the divine incarnation of God, here to impart profound spiritual wisdom and to steer Arjuna through his darkest hour. The counsel Krishna provides is the heart of the Bhagavad Gita. His teachings transcend the immediate context of the battlefield, offering timeless wisdom that resonates through the ages. One of the core teachings Krishna imparts is the concept of the eternal soul. He explains to Arjuna that the soul is immortal, unchanging, and beyond the physical realm. Krishna reassures Arjuna that death is not the end, but rather a transition to a new beginning. This cycle of life, death, and rebirth is a fundamental aspect of Hindu belief. He emphasizes the importance of performing one's duty, or dharma, without attachment to the results. This principle of selfless action is a cornerstone of Krishna's teachings. Krishna also teaches that true victory lies not in conquering others, but in mastering one's own mind. The internal struggle, the battle within, is where real triumph is achieved. Despite being an ancient text, the Bhagavad Gita's wisdom remains profoundly relevant today. Its teachings continue to inspire and guide people across the world. While we may not face literal battlefields, each of us encounters personal struggles and moral dilemmas in our daily lives. The Gita's lessons on duty, detachment, and inner peace are timeless tools for navigating these challenges. Ultimately, the Bhagavad Gita encourages us to look within ourselves for answers. Through self-reflection and introspection, we can find the guidance we need to face our own battles with courage and wisdom. Imagine a tiny drop of water. Now imagine the huge ocean. The drop is the same as the ocean, deep down. They are both water. The drop looks small next to the ocean. But it's still part of the ocean, connected to it. The soul, like the drop, is part of a bigger consciousness called Brahman. It's a piece of God forever and ever. Understanding this can change us. It makes us feel like we belong, like we are part of something much bigger than ourselves. Section 5. The Illusion of Attachment. Seeing beyond the material world. We live in a world that cares a lot about stuff. Everywhere we look, we see advertisements telling us to buy more, to own more, to be more. The latest gadgets, the trendiest clothes, the most luxurious cars, they all promise happiness and fulfillment. But do they really deliver on that promise? We want things, and a good job, and fun times. We chase after experiences that we think will make us happy. We believe that the next big purchase or the next exciting event will finally bring us the joy we seek. But often, once the novelty wears off, we're left wanting more. We think those things are who we are. We define ourselves by our possessions, our achievements, and our social status. We believe that having more makes us more valuable, more important. But deep down, we know that these external things don't truly define us. But the Bhagavad Gita says these things don't last. It teaches us that the material world is temporary and ever-changing. The things we own, the status we achieve, and the experiences we have are all fleeting. They come and go like waves in the ocean. They aren't who we really are. Our true essence is beyond the material. It's found in our inner peace, our connection to the divine, and our understanding of our eternal nature. When we meditate, practice yoga, or simply sit in nature, we can connect with this deeper part of ourselves. Wanting these things too much is like building a house on sand. No matter how grand or beautiful it is, it won't stand the test of time. The waves of life, challenges, changes, and losses will eventually wash it away. The waves will wash it away. Just as the tide comes in and erodes the sand, the impermanence of the material world will eventually take away what we hold dear. This is a natural part of life, and resisting it only brings suffering. Real happiness comes from knowing that things don't last forever. When we accept the transient nature of the material world, we can find a deeper, more lasting joy. This joy comes from within, from our connection to our true self and the divine. We should not want things too much. By letting go of our attachment to material possessions, we free ourselves from the endless cycle of desire and disappointment. We can live more simply, more mindfully, and more joyfully. This helps us find real joy and freedom. When we see beyond the material world, we discover a sense of peace and fulfillment that no possession or achievement can provide. This is the true essence of living a spiritual life. Section 6. Living with purpose actions aligned with the eternal self. Knowing our soul lives forever doesn't mean we do nothing. It means we can do things with a clear mind and a good heart. When we know we are not just our bodies or our things, we are not afraid of losing them. We can be brave, kind, and helpful. The Bhagavad Gita tells us to do our jobs well, without worrying about what we get back. This is called karma yoga. It means doing things for others, not just for ourselves. Section 7. The Ripple Effect. How understanding impacts our world. When we remember our soul is eternal, everything we do matters more. It changes our lives and the lives of others. We become more caring. Our friendships become stronger. We make the world a better place. Imagine everyone understood about the eternal soul. The world would be full of kindness and understanding. This might seem like a dream, but it's something we can work towards. Everyone who believes this helps make the world a better place. Section 8. Embracing the journey, seeking spiritual enlightenment. Learning about the eternal soul is a personal journey. It's about learning about yourself and exploring your spirit. The Bhagavad Gita is like a map, but you have to take the journey yourself. By meditating, thinking deeply, and living a good life, we can understand our true selves. We start to feel the eternal part inside us. This journey isn't about leaving the world, but about seeing it more clearly. Section 9. A journey towards inner peace. The Bhagavad Gita gives us hope and freedom. It reminds us that we are more than just our bodies. We are eternal souls on a journey of learning and growing. By understanding this, we can live with purpose, kindness, and peace inside. Anyone can learn about their eternal self. It starts with wanting to look inside, to ask questions, and to search. As we go on this journey, we find a life full of meaning, joy, and a deep connection to God inside us and all around us.